Hello, ladies and gents. Paramount. They just can't catch a break, can they? Why would you announce a movie with the cast not attached? Why would you announce a movie with the cast not attached, which clearly defines how the movie's going to go, especially if it's associated with a certain timeline and certain franchise? What? Obviously, this is what we're talking about. This is Star Trek. Okay? The announcement came a little while ago. I did a video on it. And I remember in that video going, Chris Pine's only just entered negotiations? What? And yet you're announcing it? What are you do? That's nothing to be proud of. You should be ashamed of yourself. Especially when you've already got a production start date. No one's signed on. Literally no cast has signed on. And they're like, yeah, we're moving ahead with this. This is great. So not only is Hollywood creatively bankrupt, but it's also incredibly moronic. I mean, we know that anyway. Like, of course we do. Was that just some like weird PR spin? Why would you do that? So strange. But now it's 100% been confirmed by the Hollywood Reporter that indeed, yeah, like no one signed on at all. So this was the original announcement, right? Paramount Pictures has made a slew of announcements through its recent meeting with investors. And one of them is the fact that a fourth Star Trek movie will go into production at the end of the year for release next year. Wow. You must have a cast ready. No. J.J. Abrams and his Bad Robot Productions, of course they are. He's guiding the project. And negotiations have begun with cast members. Great. And this was the statement from Abrams. We're thrilled to say that we are hard at work on a new Star Trek film. You can't be that hard at work, guys. Why? Because you don't have a cast attached. What are you doing? What are you doing? I expect this level of idiocy from my dog. You know, this kind of like non-foresight. To be like, yeah, we're just going to do this. You know, making a movie is like a recipe, mate. Like, you need the ingredients. The cast, funnily enough, is an integral ingredient. It's like trying to bake a cake without flour. What are you doing? You're weird. Super weird. Anyway. So I want to get into this before we get into the actual confirmation that they're talking bollocks, right? So we're thrilled to say we're hard at work on a new Star Trek film that will be shooting by the end of the year. That will be featuring our original cast. That's actually complete nonsense. And some new characters that I think are going to be really fun and exciting and help take Star Trek into areas that you've just never seen before. I mean, I can literally guess what it's going to be. We know what it's going to be. It's going to be box ticking exercise. We're thrilled about this film. We've had a bunch of other stories that we're talking about that we think will be really exciting. So can't wait for you to see what we're cooking up. But until then, live long and prosper. Oh, wait, ladies and gents. They announced all of that, literally, with no returning cast attached. Even though he literally said, featuring our original cast. But obviously, that's complete bollocks. And this is from the Hollywood Reporter. Like, again, we knew it anyway because Chris Pine's only just been entered into negotiations. What nonsense are they doing over at Paramount? On February 15th, Paramount Pictures announced its ambitious plans for the Star Trek franchise. AKA, no plans. It's a rudderless ship. There's no rudder. They're not going anywhere. They're going around in a circle. Including a long overdue fourth movie that would bring back actors like Chris Pine, you hope. Zachary Quinto, you hope. Simon Pegg, he'll do anything for money. Carl Urban, you hope. He's pretty busy with the boys. Zoe Saldana, she's maybe busy with Marvel. And John Cho, he's not busy doing anything. There was even a statement from J.J. Abrams who claimed, we're thrilled to say that we are hard at work on a new Star Trek film that will be shooting by the end of the year that will be featuring our original cast. But wait, the hilarity continues. The Hollywood Reporter reveals most, if not all, of the teams representing those actors were aware of an announcement was coming, or that their clients would be a part of it. So they didn't even know. According to the trade sources, Pine is the first and currently only cast member to enter early negotiations. Bearing in mind, those negotiations stalled before because Paramount were like, yeah, we're not going to pay you what you're contracted. And so Chris Pine was like, yeah, see, I'm out. Bye. I'm not game for that. Bye. I'm done. I'm good. I'm full. I'm making my Wonder Woman money. Or something. I don't know. But those negotiations didn't exactly go very well the last time, did they? So these early negotiations, he's going to be like, you pay me this or I don't do it. And you're just going to look stupid. It's not really a good negotiation tactic from Paramount, is it? Announce a film with all the cast returning and then enter negotiations? How stupid do you need to be? Like, genuinely, how monumentally stupid do you need to be to do that? That's really dumb. Because now in negotiations, the cast has all the power. They can literally go, well, you're going to look so stupid now if we don't sign on. Give me this much money. Oh, we weren't contracted for that? I don't care. Give it to me. What is wrong with Paramount? Just goes to show they're definitely not the right people for Star Trek, right? Just even that alone. So monumentally dumb. But anyway, he's the first to enter negotiations, but there's nothing to say any of the original Star Trek cast members will actually return, or that they'll be available to start shooting by the end of the year. That's the other thing. That's the other thing, ladies and gents. They've announced that they're going to start shooting by the end of the year to release next year. Says who? Like, legitimately says who? How are they going to start shooting? Oh, you want all the cast to come back? Schedules are quite busy. Oh, God. It's so funny. And the script is still being worked on, while no budget or official green light for the project is even actually in place as of now. What absolute bollocks Paramount is. What an absolute joke of a company. It sounds like the studio will also have no other choice than to spend big money if they hope to secure the entire cast, exactly like I just said. What are they doing? In recent years, Paramount has struggled with its barely profitable Star Trek franchise and multiple movie ideas that have been touted. Those include a fourth installment that was set to star Pine and Hemsworth, which fell through because of negotiations. And they also talked about reboot ideas by Quentin Tarantino and Noah Hawley. Noah Hawley's was apparently too Star Trek-y, and Quentin Tarantino's they just didn't want to do. With Star Trek currently finding so much success on the small screen, so much success, go away. This calculated risk could work out for the studio, be another commercial disappointment. I mean, ladies and gents, this ain't gonna do well, is it? This was funny. I had to do a video on it. What do you think? What an absolute joke of a company. No wonder Star Trek's fallen apart. What an absolute shit show. Oh dear. Let me know what you think though, guys, down below in the comments. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Follow me over on Twitter at MrHReviews and suggest some ideas for topics to cover. Cheers though, ladies and gents. We'll be streaming tonight, 9 PM UK time. Join me. Cheers. Take care.